Hello there everyone and welcome back to The Lovely Grind. My name is Michael Prevey and my website is www.lovelygrind.com. That's where you're going to find blog posts about spiritual growth, professional fulfillment, and a balanced approach to total health. Welcome back to this series of YouTube videos that I'm doing about prescription drug withdrawal and finding better health during and after that withdrawal. For those of you who haven't seen my previous videos, my withdrawal story involves Paxil and Xanax, antidepressant and Benzo medication that I was put on for panic and anxiety back when I was 21 years old. And I took those medications for almost a decade and a half before deciding once and for all to get off them in my mid-30s. And when I did, I had a withdrawal, and it was the protracted kind that lasted several years. But I was able to get past that, to find healing by the grace of God, and I'm sharing that healing with all of you through these videos. And that's what the topic of today's video is, really. It's about sharing. It's about the importance of sharing your stories, the importance of sharing my story. A lot of us who have gone through the withdrawal experience, or who are going through the withdrawal experience, are very angry about things. We're angry about the state of affairs in this country, in the world. Really, it's a global epidemic. Why are the doctors allowed to give us these prescriptions without sharing information about the possibility of withdrawal with us? Why is Big Pharma able to suppress certain studies about the true effects of these medications and oversell the benefits of these medications and so forth? Why are they allowed to operate with no consequences? Why is nobody talking about withdrawal? Why is it still legal for people to prescribe these drugs for minor depressions and relatively minor bouts of anxiety and sleeplessness and so forth? We're angry about all these things because we've gone through a lot of pain because of the climate surrounding these drugs and the prescription of these drugs and the misinformation regarding these drugs. So I think that can change. I think it is changing already. The atmosphere regarding how much people know about withdrawal and the efficacy of these drugs and the severity and possibility of a resulting withdrawal when you stop them. But I think it's really going to change even further as we continue to share our stories. So if you're someone who's going through withdrawal or has gone through withdrawal in the past, I urge you to share your story with others. And not just family members, but people you might run into in the church setting or at a work setting or online. Write a blog post, make a video, share the reality of it so that people can put a face to this, and that eventually it's not such silence and mystery surrounding it. It's not shrouded in the taboo sort of atmosphere that still surrounds the topic of withdrawal today. Some people deny it, and some people just don't want to talk about it. But the more we talk about it, the more things are going to change in a positive way. Not just in this country, but globally. That's often how things start. Grassroots sort of sharing with stories. So I urge all of you out there, share your story with others. Also, share these videos. Part of the reason I started making these videos, writing about my experience, is because I felt it was so important to share the story. Part of it was cathartic for me, getting things off my chest a bit and saying, okay, I really did go through this, giving validity to it. But part of it was to, benefit others as well, so they could see evidence that people survive the process, that people heal from the process. And there's a lot of negativity out there, a lot of misinformation out there surrounding the benzo withdrawal and the antidepressant withdrawal process. When we go looking for information and support, oftentimes people go online, and what they find is a little bit of information, a little bit of support, but a lot of negativity and horror stories and scary scenarios and videos and so forth. So I try to make my videos the opposite of all that. I try to share positivity. I try to share solid information, solid knowledge, a solid outlook on the whole process to help other people find healing. So it's a productive thing, not counterproductive. So I urge you out there, please share these videos. Share them if you're a member of a different Facebook group or some other support group. Share them with others and let people find more positivity, and so they don't have to be stumbling around in the dark and stumbling upon horror stories that are then going to affect their psyche negatively, affect their outlook, and in turn that can ramp up symptoms as well. Outlook is so important. Being around positive people is so important. Taking in positive information is so important. You wouldn't believe the effect that ultimately has on our own healing and on our own health and well-being long term, whoever we are, withdrawal or no withdrawal. So please share these videos, share your own stories, share my story. You can also go to my website, lovelygrind.com. This month of February 2019, I put some blog posts out there sharing a little bit more about my story, about what I went through, about how it felt to live in the grips of dependence on Xanax, and how it felt to kind of have the Paxil turn on me and stop working, and how the withdrawal and healing process felt, and also what I learned from it, the good aspects of it. That's important to share those as well. So go to that website, you can find those blog posts, and also sign up for my mailing list so you can get my free monthly newsletter. Also subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you get all my videos. Leave me questions and comments, and until next time, please remember to take care of yourself and your dreams.